I have to ask, do you happen to have I guess, a list of where all the other challenges for pure coins are?
I do not.
Hmm.
We don't tend to. We try to avoid bias in these sorts of things, so any information we get pertaining to the challenges tends to be quite late.
I see.
It wouldn't be exactly. I mean, I suppose it'd be fair if everyone did, but we can't ensure that all dorm instructors go in to tell you where to go. Better to just. And, well, it's supposed to make you explore the campus, so better to let you wander and try and find it yourselves, I suppose.
Yes, I suppose so.
Lee,
Ash? Yes?
what can I get for this gemstone that I got from the Golden Skulls Court in the Hedge Maze?
Oh, that would have been handed in to the
We turned
headmistress
that
for.
in.
Oh,
Yeah, the headmistress took all of the gems from the hedge maze. She'll
Yeah,
probably
that was
go and lay them out again for the next group to find.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. All those were maze only, so
okay.
yeah, we split them up and everyone got 3 coins if you haven't.
Okay.
Which
All right.
you then put in the gachapon, I believe.
I got it.
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
Can we take a gander at what might interest you in the book of magic items for you, Silas?
Hmm. I mean, sure.
I'd be
That is
willing
one
to
of the reasons
turn.
why I was here.
I'd be willing to turn in the ruby drain plug for an item if you would be willing to compensate me for the difference for the coin.
Hmm. Perhaps.
Oh, should I? Hold on a second, I'll just go get the list again.
Though I feel like I did more work for the plug, so since it's 3, if we did just sell it for coins.
I don't believe you did. I was the one who came up with the plan for the massive thing and was able to actually get it around the loop and also all the other things. You were there to make sure the ropes were held together with the mage hand so I could actually do the adhesive, which I still haven't had time to rebuild because I've been busy with these challenges.
And yet none of that could have been done if I was not there to actually help you and spot
If
it
you
myself.
weren't there, I would have chucked Rusty down the hole and he would be fine.
If I was not there, you would not know about it.
I
Should
was
I
also
just? Should I
no,
just come back?
get the book. Get the book. I'm going to continue
I've
arguing.
got it. I've got it.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, it's just you two seem to be in the middle of something. I don't want to interrupt.
No,
I mean,
please do. I'll argue with him later. I also saw the
okay.
ruby drain plug first.
I do not believe you.
I do.
I do not know of a way that
because
you can prove that.
you. Never mind. What's in the book?
Well, you are a Silent. Yes, Silas.
Yes.
And Aaron, well, obviously. A few things that might interest you. There's the. Oh, hold on. Sorry, someone's. Let's see. Silas, for you, something that might interest you is the Mentalist's Diadem. You're aware of cranial alterations?
Yes. Yes, I've done a few studies on that.
Isn't that what Wolf did to those statues?
Partially. Obviously, you're aware that they make quite extreme alterations to your skull shape. For those psionics who prefer not to have massive bulbous heads, these essentially function as a replacement. You wear it as long as you put it on safely and take it off safely, you suffer no side effects, and you're able to replicate one of those cranial alterations.
Very interesting. Is this one keyed to a particular one, or?
Yes, you would. I have to order these for you, so you'd just ask for whichever cranial alteration you'd want. Aaron, let's see. Is there anything? Are you in the woods for anything particular, Aaron? Or
No, I'm looking mostly for him.
oh,
So,
okay.
you know,
Then
I can get the coin.
A diamond chisel.
I do have a diamond chisel, so unless there's something that's really interesting, I'm not parting with it.
I mean, one of the ways that they mainly get the items for these lists is we make them. One I personally made myself that you might be interested in is the wood chip dragonfly. It's largely a scout. You can send it off to a location, it'll search it, and when it comes back, you can ask it basic questions about the area or what's within.
That is
No,
certainly interesting, but I could make one of those myself.
Sport.
Sorry.
That's fair. Well, Silas, I don't suppose you have any particular issues you want sort of resolved for a magical item?
No, no. No, I do not think so.
Then that appears to be the main thing I'd see that would catch your eye.
Indeed. I will keep it in my mind.
Actually, there's a really good one. Huh. Wow, you can automatically, for free, give one of your psychic spells extend spell meta magic? Nice. For the charisma one.
Where is this? I don't.
I had the page, but I don't know
If you look at the elongated cranium feat, you can pick one of those options.
Oh, okay.
I will say, as the actual mechanics of it, if you get it like torn off or anything, you suffer a bunch of int damage. Or rather, whatever damage the thing is keyed to.
Right. So at the moment, it would just be you get the benefits, you don't take the penalties unless it gets ripped off your head, and then
No,
welcome to Nightmare Life.
you would still actually. When she meant like you don't suffer a penalty, she just means that your head isn't permanently like
Got it.
helm or FUD. It's you still take the -1 or what not on the skill checks. It's just like temporary.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, the benefits are quite nice. +1 once per day, +1 cast level, once per day, +1 to the DC. Then there's like bonuses to either wisdom, intelligence, or charisma, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do not need to make the selection now. Oh, whoops, I didn't see you right in 20. I'll just post this in the random shit for you, though, so you have it.
Good to know. Yeah.
But, sometimes it's nice not to undergo a 6-month thing of putting your head into all those things that we use to shape watermelons.
You don't say.
And apparently the rapid treatment from Wolf doesn't work so well.
I don't want to imagine that.
I already did it to a Waterman.
I was thinking like doing it for Wolf, but he just like heals so fast, but it just like happens like half the time.
Yeah.
Good for a time lapse.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, regeneration on the spot, so you just get to watch the score unfold. But yeah.
Okay. I will. I mean, unless you, I don't know if there's anything else that would be interesting to me, but I think I'll just turn in the diamond chisel for coins.
Okay. She'll hand you your free coins.
Thank you.
Aaron, do you need to perhaps sit down? You seem a bit tense.
Probably. You're probably right, but I can't right now. I'm busy. I have things to do. We're okay. All right, Silas, are you gonna get your cool weird thing? You're not gonna.
No, I do not think so.
All right.
However, we are
Oh,
not
so-
going. I do not want us to sell the drain plug yet. We have not come to a proper conclusion of who gets what from it.
You could rock, paper, scissors.
That could be cheating because Silas is psychic.
I'm not that good yet.
That's what you want
Mental
to do.
prowess
Oh
is
my
great, but at the
god.
moment
Silas is actually admitting he's not good at something?
My mental
Gasp.
prowess is vast, but I cannot sculpt the mind yet. Most of
That's-
my
Sadly, that's
talents
about
lie in
600
my
more experience
core.
points away.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Fine. Alright. Whatever. It's fine. I gotta go do something then.
Sure. Take your time. They shall be here for at least today.
Could you show me what you broke?
I
Weird gadget thing?
do not know what you're talking about.
I don't know that spell thing. People were complaining about it being broken.
I did not do that.
Well, can you show me where it is?
It is in the school, in
Silas
the
Robuff.
magical lab.
What
Sure.
was Aaron around when Ipos was complaining that it was trying to suck out his magic and shit? I think she was.
I'm assuming she would have picked up on rumors.
Yeah, but I'm like 90% sure you were though. So either way,
Yeah. Damn it.
Silas is as a blank slate. You'd never know he was telling the truth or lying.
Whatever. Okay. Let's just. All right.
Either way, you say that you have things to do, as do I. I must go search around campus for more challenges to get more coins because I believe that all of the horseshoes are gone, which is a pity. I was hoping to get that.
Yes, I confirmed that as well.
Out of character.
Wolf, you came rushing by. What are you doing?
Not much.
Ah, okay. I suppose I will pose the option for. Oh no, never mind. Whatever. I got a little bit of time before this stuff goes bad, so I'm gonna go do something.
Okay, I'm going down to that cafe place with Sherry.
Actually, it is around lunch. I think I shall join you, Wolf.
I'm gonna go to that spell Simon says.
Okay.
I don't have spells. I can't participate, but it's
No.
broken. I can fix it, and then
I mean, last we heard, my friend Asta had gone off to find a teacher to tell about it, but that was like half an hour before we went to the hedge maze.
Yeah, if Aaron does go and check out, it's currently like cordoned off with like tape. Bright red, of course, because danger.
is anyone in the tape?
Nobody is within the tape. The tape is person free. However, is someone standing next to the tape. It appears to be nobody important, just some random faculty member. At least as far as you're aware.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're like kind of like went up to it and like looked.
Yeah, it certainly did.
He kind of speaks up. Hello, ma'am. We have to recommend that you don't touch the slate, for it has been showing anomalous magical properties.
Did you just say recommend?
Well, I mean,
I go under the tape.
please don't do that.
I'm doing it. I'm not here to break it. I'm here to fix it.
Where's your permit?
I don't have a permit. Oh, wait, no.
And-
I'm sorry. Let me look. I reach inside my coat and pull out a middle finger. I go into with a bunch of tools.
This isn't a good precedent to be setting before you even start classes, miss.
No, but you can let people do favors, or at least fail at doing favors.
Roll me a diplomacy. Which,
I remind you, this is the rental.
it's a rental. Where we rent it from, nobody knows.
It's basically from Acme.
It's a ghost. Damn. He kind of sighs and says, whatever, if you make it better, then all the best, otherwise I guess I just have to drag you to the infirmary.
So that sounds like a plan. All right, let's go with that. Thank you. I'm going to get down and start working on this thing. I wanted to get to work, and also I want to see if I can figure out how it works. and see if I can get it to deposit a few coins.
Okay.
You cheating little mare.
Mm-hmm.
You're not actually trying to repair it, so what I'm gonna say is give me
No,
a
I am actually trying to repair it.
Okay.
That is blatant. It is a damaged piece of technology that I'm blatantly concerned about. So, but I
But,
also want payment for my services, is the thing.
Yeah, so basically what I'm hearing is you want to fix it, but you also want to learn how to open the coin slot so that you
Right.
You're basically the vending machine repairman who takes a snack as payment.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Roll me, your magical sort of stuff was engineering, wasn't it?
Not yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Give me engineering, and if you're going to attempt to, wink wonk, underhandedly do this, give me a disabled device.
Sure. Can I roll my silversmith clockwork check?
This isn't really silver, I'm afraid.
Okay.
This is just kind of a big old slate thing.
And I'll chug that. Chug a lug, chug lug.
Hey, don't ignore me drinking all these things.
Give me a moment, yeah. Nice.
Damn. To Aaron's understanding, yeah, there's your silversmithing definitely would be the wrong path to take here. Appears to be mostly very fine amounts of glyphs drawn into the surface, designed to acknowledge, redirect, and store power somewhere. Probably somewhere within the actual slate. You think, yep, it's potentially possible that you could, with a proper amount of with your tools, perhaps, you could maybe trick it into depositing a few coins.
Alright, okay.
The main issue then is how do you keep Mr. Mobobble over there from noticing?
I don't.
I see. This is a grab it and run sort of situation.
No, this is I fixed it. I'm keeping these.
Okay.
Oh, I'll try sleight of hand. If he points me out, I'll do something. I don't know.
But I do need the disabled device first.
Nat one, nat one, nat one.
Do a bit of this. Get a little shimmy.
Did I hear percussive disabling?
No, Aaron is not about that life.
Hey, I'm here to fix it. Boom.
I'm just saying, if you told Wolf to
Hey.
disable device, it'd be percussive disabling.
Listen,
It's
it
okay.
just needs a bit of kinetic recalibration.
That's a professional term. So that's a 21? 22?
I don't know if you will let me count trap finding in this, but I
No,
think
this isn't
maybe.
really
I mean,
good.
trap finding
Is
is
it gonna
supposed-
blow up in my face if I try this? Then
Yes.
maybe it's trap.
there is a
Or was
point.
tra-
There is a point I just need to say right now when it comes to trap finding. Just double check.
Is it one of those things where it's just plus half per
Yeah, it's
level?
+1 on all perception and disable device checks.
Okay.
Well, no, perception checks just locate traps and disable device checks flat.
Okay. Whack.
Cool.
But to say, 'cause I know there was I know disable device trap finding is actually way better than people give it credit for.
Yeah, it's one of those things where they basically put the sentence the wrong way round. So people think it's worse than it is.
Right. So I'm in there with my Traveler's Any tool, just kind of wedging this thing apart and trying to get it to fix and carving out all the runes to dump out excess magic that people are trying to put into this thing. Don't these people
Silas.
know anything about filters? As I pry it open slightly and flame shoots out the side of it. It's fine. I press that closed again.
The man next to you looks very concerned and basically steps away. He kind of looks. You see a moment where you could trigger the prerequisite thingamabobbit to drop up the coins. He looks and makes sure that no other students are kind of nearby or getting close.
Sure.
Which you can definitely do that with your disabled device. So give me a sleight of hand. He'll roll his perception.
I'm adding inspiration.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
Turns out it was needed. He is sufficiently distracted that you managed to slip out.
Just
3
pocket some of
coins.
those. All right, perfect.
Thankfully, they're small. It's not hard to palm them.
Yeah. Okay, well, actually, I do believe that's fixed. People don't know anything about magical filters, so when they try to put the wrong kind of magic in this, it all messes up. Especially, apparently, people try to use magical items where runes sort of just got blasted together. It's why would someone do that?
I just work here, ma'am. I'm not sure.
I don't know,
Doesn't mean
man.
doesn't that wait, time out, time out. Because you work here, doesn't that mean you should know what's happening? That's not an excuse.
I mean, I work in the offices. I'm not a teacher or a student.
Well, then shouldn't you know where this was ordered from? It's on the loan.
Oh. I'm not part
What?
of
Okay,
requisitions.
what office are you in?
Professional incompetence.
Catering office.
That is classified information.
Classified. Okay, who are you?
He disappears.
You sound like you're making. Oh my god.
Well, clearly he's from the illusion department, as he just vanished.
You notice you blink and then he's just replaced with a cardboard cutout of himself.
Even that, he's a teacher of spying and espionage.
Ah, so he's from the ninja school.
I'm gonna take down this red
Ninja
tape
Clan, here
now.
we stand. I wouldn't say you've necessarily fixed it, but you've definitely turned it off. It's not gonna start roguely sucking in people's energy.
Got it. Okay, so it's not fixed. So the red tape stays there. I wanted red tape. Damn it. Okay.
It's at least not dangerous anymore.
Got it.
It's
Okay.
not gonna stand up and start sucking everyone.
You know, the screen's still cracked and warped, but it's not going to kill anyone.
You've turned off the iPhone.
You've turned off the iPhone taser.
I want that attachment.
Right. Now that that's done. There was an event in the campus, wasn't there?
Well, we're probably going to end things soon, but there's one last event which has been running all the time, which is Vilk. He has changed once again.
Plus, there is also still the you can probably do the trivia thing again.
No.
True, anyone who hasn't done the trivia thing, you can try it, but if you've done it before, you can't do it again.
I mean,
Sounds
Ipos
probably-
could try it, but he's bad at it. I mean, was that just skill checks, or did I actually have to come up with shit for that?
It was basically knowledge checks or relevant professions and other shit.
Yeah, Ipos has a +0 on his knowledge checks apart from nature, and he has no professions, so I don't think he'll be good at the knowledge thing.
I have a +1.
Rose probably has a bit of a better understanding as to why Mary did so well.
Mm-hmm. I bet
Yeah,
she's got lore
yeah.
master or something.
No.
You're half
Or
right.
just or she's just got an ass ton of int. Or both.
But yeah, meanwhile, though, at the cafe, Silas is being served lunch by Wolf.
Oh, hey, Wolf. While you're here, I have an offer for you.
Offer?
I know you have coins and competition coins here, and I thought I would offer you a trade of my services for a few of them.
Your services? Like what?
Indeed. And he'll manifest a mage hand in front of him, which, as you can see, I can cast magic. I'm not like most like wizards or anything. I am psychic. It is all through my mental prowess that I'm able to create these things. And through that, it also allows me to access certain things that most people are a bit off of, I guess, unable to touch. Special skills like interpreting dreams and reading creatures' birth stars, that sort of thing. So I was wondering if you might want to see just get a nice fortune for the future. See how your day's going to be. Or if you've got something in mind that you plan to do, see how well you might do at it. Or at least get an indicator. What do you say?
There's a pause
At the-
for a few moments.
At the very least, it's an interesting little distraction. Shouldn't take more than a few minutes. That's worth a coin or two, isn't it?
No thanks. You can tell me everything that's going to happen, but if it's going to happen anyway, why not let it be a surprise? I don't.
Well,
This- I don't need to know my fortunes. Just take it as it comes.
all right, but here's another thing that I can do. Have you perhaps forgotten something?
Don't think so.
Maybe something in your past that you can't remember for the life of you, no matter what? I can try and help you recall that memory.
Silas is so desperate.
Shh, it's not desperation.
Doesn't want to be beaten by a
He's-
cripple.
He's just offering. He's just offering what
Or a
he can do.
lizard.
Unfortunately, Wolf's going to turn down Silas again.
All right then. Well, enjoy your work.
I'll be back with your food in a minute.
Thank you.
Which,
As you slowly grumble at the bar now.
Yeah. He doesn't grumble. That would be unbecoming. He doesn't grumble openly.
Well, Wolf doesn't have a whole lot of sense of motive. He also doesn't, desire that much right now. So,
Yeah, that's the problem that he's finding.
there isn't a lot of desires to twist for him.
See, what you needed to do was just bribe him with food.
The problem is he's working in the cafe right now. He has all the food he wants.
Does
Like,
he,
coins
though?
case.
Does he?
coins
What,
can
I'm
be
working
exchanged
for the
food and services.
But who gave Aaron a bandit mask?
I got a bunch of these tiny little status effects which I keep forgetting I have. And I remembered there's a mask, so I give it to Aaron since she's being shifty. But also, I'm just gonna ask everyone right here since it is kind of nearing the end and there's unlikely that many people get that much more coins. Can I ask how many coins everyone has, starting with Big B?
Just quick, Jarek, I will PM you because I don't want certain
Yes.
people knowing so they
Okay,
don't
yes,
steal
you can-
from me.
You can also
Yeah.
PM me should you wish.
I will PM you.
Wolf openly has 6 coins,
Right.
though he has also no, fantasies about winning. He's not planning on winning. He plans to trade my season at some point.
That's fair. Yeah, Ash is... I mean, Ash has got a lot of shit.
I will say I don't. I won't steal from the party. That's wrong. So you guys don't need to hide information.
But you're
I
still
mean-
I think the bigger thing is it creates tension if we don't know who's.
Yeah.
There is
It
that
hurts
as
my
well.
Soul, but
I
You-
know that
you
I
will-
have one,
you will
even if
shoot-
I'm openly going, yeah, I have two.
Yeah, you'll soon find out, Sideline, I'm sure.
Silas, stop being a bitch.
No.
Take the diadem. Dang it! Give
How-
me coins.
How many do you have so far, Sideline?
I have 16.
No, Silas is determined to be at the very least in the top 3.
How many does
I have,
Silas
I have a feeling we're going to be. He has an amount.
An amount. Fair. You know, I was the one that first said I'm not saying it out loud, and now I'm asking everyone how many they've
Uh-huh.
got.
Yeah.
So fair enough.
Yeah. I have an idea of how many coins you might have, but
How many do
Lies,
you
he knows
think
I'm
nothing.
not going to say.
How many do you think I have?
Well, you have at least 10.
Yeah, I will confirm I have at least 10.
Yeah, that's all I know
Congratulations.
because you got 3 from the maze and then 7 from you turning in your crystals. But I don't know of any other coins that you might have picked up.
Oh. Looking at everything over. Oh.
Oh.
So it's close. I'm thinking here.
Mm-hmm.
For certain, I'm not gonna say anything more because I still also need to work out what the NPCs have been doing. But yeah, I think for tonight we will end. Chances are during the week you'll get the result. Well, do people think they'll want to do more stuff during the week? Because there is technically a Vilk fight. If anyone goes and checks him out, he's changed from being a ranged boy back to a big chunky boy. Still
I-
has those earmuffs.
I mean,
notably.
I've only got like 2 first level spells left, and one of them's not useful for combat.
I'm still at full power.
So I would probably not be taking part in the fight because I would be very limited use.
Fair
Alana,
enough.
I could
Um,
sneak in and
I
steal
actually
things again.
can come with, yes. I didn't use them. I did use Shocking Grasp at one point, but that's whatever.
Silas might actually join you. He doesn't have as much like of his normal combat stuff, or like as much normal spells, but he does have combat stuff he can do.
so that's 3 people we've got for a fight.
I'll join.
4
And
people.
if
Shall I join? I
Also,
do have my
I think it's
taser.
fair
I can
for
always
J-Mac at
do.
least, if he actually gets to use Velk at least once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I just will
fair.
point out that technically, probably won't do it tonight, but we can start off next time. There's the point that obviously you know how many coins you get for doing the fight. Just prepare for how you will split that up.
I mean, we get 4 coins for winning the fight,
Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah, that's from the
people
crystal.
celebrate.
which is so that's 1 coin each
Yeah.
right now.
Ah, fuck. No. No.
Mhm. So
It's still clicking.
if we have time, since Wolf is going to be working for a while anyway, after
Mhm.
Silas eats, he wants to do the trivia.
Okay, I'm gonna mark that down. I'll do
Oh.
that over
Yeah,
the week.
Yeah, essentially, basically, like Wolf will be basically free to do it. Like probably, I imagine, just like after the evening, like dinner shift. So like 6 p.m.
Yeah.
But before that, JMac, actually, I want to. Silas wants to, since he was just talking about it, he wants to prognosticate.
Sure. How does Silas prognosticate?
Which do I use? It's
Pyromancy.
I can't. No.
I mean, there is pyro prognostication.
I think I actually have to sense motive, which is
Yep,
not.
you have
Yeah,
to
no,
sense motive.
Cadmy's unique in the fact that she can do other
Well-
things.
Well, no, I could do automatic writing, but I don't have a point in linguistics right now,
Ah, right.
which I thought I did. Also, I'm missing a bonus to my sense motive for some reason.
And worst case, you get a blue results or whatever.
Yeah.
You
The
do need to
problem.
be trained in it to actually make the check.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to sense motive. Ooh, I don't know if I want to do that because it's a tough check to get the augury part of it.
I mean, whoops, close reply. There's also a point of, are you directed like just at yourself, or are you
Yeah, he's getting his own augury for the future for the
right?
benefit of the trivia. See,
Damn, big
see
brain.
if his luck on the questions is going to be good.
Okay, fair. I can work a way to wiggle that in, assuming you roll good enough to actually even get the augury off.
Yeah, which is I need to roll a 20.
That's the questionable part.
I need to roll a 19 or a 20.
Wow.
Actually, I'm going to use my self-assurance on this. So,
You know you can prognosticate. Now you just need a
Uh-huh.
17.
18 or higher. That's
Okay, 18
4.
or
God
higher.
damn it. Nope.
Do you get anything from that?
Let me look. I
It's
don't
lagging,
think so, actually. Yeah, no, I
Below
don't
your
even get.
class.
It's the rest of the stuff I already know. Silas knows inherently
I'd
about
hope so.
himself.
Ha! I learned I'm a psychic. Shock.
So yeah, nope, nothing. Oh well,
Oh well.
trivia
You
it is.
do
Then.
whatever it is you do.
Yeah, he'll still go to trivia and he'll pop a heightened awareness before he goes in because
Yeah.
nothing says he can't.
Yeah, I'll do that with you over the week, but
Sounds good.
so let's me actually not rush it.
It's gonna hurt my heart while this is going on over the week.
What? But you're
don't like not
you
knowing
don't know
if
if
Not
you're not
knowing.
winning.
Yeah, Sideline needs to know everything. It's part of the reason why I love tormenting him.
I can appreciate that.
Hmm.
I will say, out of character, yeah, there's definitely probably going to be at least one winner within Team PC.
Definitely, probably. In other words, there won't be a draw.
Yeah.
No. No.
I have a feeling we might be in the upper echelons of our class.
Other NPCs have been doing stuff. They might not have gotten other gem items that you got, but they have been doing things.
Yep. Honestly, I feel like Marie's probably just got a lot of coins just from her mastery of that trivia.
She's well, you only get to attempt that once, but you don't know how many you get for that. But Marie has also gotten quite a lot just by hanging around you lot. It's like, oh, let's go into the maze.
That
Yay,
is true.
coins.
She has gotten a lot of incremental things, which is part of what Silas has been trying to do. He's tried to include himself in a lot of things to get a few coins here and there.
Looks at Silas's list of 15 groups joined. Yeah, makes sense.
That's different.
Just because I've been dying to tell you guys this since I did it, but part of what Ipos did was he bribed Humbug to go out, get coins, and bring them back to him.
Wow.
Which, since it won't matter by now, that was the reason Nell's coin was gone.
Oh.
Oh my god. I'm a killer.
You don't know this in character. But one of the advantages that Humbug has is he's Lee is a familiar adept, so one of the things he can do is teleport.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
so one of his
specifically went to Humbug because of all of the shit he's been pulling himself.
One of the tricks he has is he takes a corkscrew, bores a tiny little hole, and teleports into rooms.
Wow.
I'm gonna kill him.
It's clever.
That's it. We're done.
Good info to know.
You make a new character. You're dead.
Sideline.
That's
Hey, it's not my fault you didn't think of doing the same.
Also,
it,
yes,
it
I
felt
think session is over, Dark.
it fell together perfectly because if you remember when we first found Humbug, he was in Ipos' room and he left behind a little pile of buttons. Yeah, I laid those buttons out as a trail to lure Humbug back into my room, locked him in there, and then made a deal with him. And basically, I paid him 15 gold's worth of tailoring supplies to go out and steal these coins for me.
I mean, it's technically not too late to be start doing underhanded things on other people.
It's not,
I'm
especially.
not going to mention anything because, like, technically there's ways that you can win very easily. It's just that it requires a certain sort of person to do so.
Yeah, and honestly, this is actually the perfect time for Silas to go around and be talking to people and like be trading future favors, because now people that have like 3 or 4 coins and they don't really care about doing the gacha or just trading it in for money, they're like, what do I do with these coins?
Yeah,
I'm not going to win this, so I might as well
just
either I'll
bear
throw
in
them away in the
mind.
gacha.
Just bear in mind when you're doing these things, we basically have one afternoon to do it. We don't even have a full day, so you can't just go around and hit like 30
I know.
people.
And I don't.
I know.
And I don't want to just take. I don't want to give myself more opportunities than everyone else has had because no.
Yeah.
Because this thing with Humbug, that's really the only underhanded thing I've done, apart from forcing the Magical Simon Says thing to go another round. But
Yeah,
I did that on the first day. Literally the first day I set that up.
I don't.
Look at it this way. You could have potentially done some underhanded things, like tried to get more coins, but if it backfired, you would have made enemies. This way, you've done everything for your own hard work.
You could have done some underhanded things, such as breaking into Silas's neighbour's lockbox and stealing his starting coin, or jimmying open the Magical Simon Says as you're repairing it to steal their coins.
At least I did everything of my own volition.
One of those was a victimless crime, though. The other one was kind of mean, but Princeton doesn't really care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if he didn't care or not. It's still underhanded
I'm
things.
saying it is technically, it's still a bad thing to do. But Princeton, who knows what goes on with him? Maybe Silas? Who knows? But he hasn't mentioned anything if he suspects there's, the very obvious, this might have been my roommate.
And
I don't think he would anyway, because Princeton seems like the type to just wave that stuff off and like, oh, I guess I lost it, because he seems like the type to say, "Oh, I guess I lost it on a lot of things."
And I will say, I didn't get that many coins from Humbug. I got a few coins, but
Yeah,
not that many.
Yeah, honestly, I would expect 2, maybe 3 if you're lucky
I mean,
from Humbug.
How many did you get from the Magical Simon Says, from breaking it, or fixing it and stealing?
3.
3. So, yeah, basically, your underhanded things got you the same amount as my underhanded things.
Yeah. The problem with me, I don't mind losing. I don't mind winning. I hate not knowing is my problem.
You'll know
Don't
eventually.
worry, you'll know.
That's the problem, J-Mac.
If there's one thing I
the
can tell
fucking
you,
problem.
Torn definitely isn't winning because he spent all his coins.
Yes, that is true.
And Alana
Seven
definitely
coins.
isn't winning because she only has 2.
I feel like she should have more.
God.
She spent one. She got. I'm gonna message Rose later about that, but whatever.
I've also written down where I got all of my coins from, because otherwise I would not have remembered, and I'd second guess myself constantly.
I've been trying to keep track, but I also have 6 notepads open at the time, so it's for very spread out. So it's just I'll just ask at the end.
Mm-hmm. But
I trust nobody to cheat.
But hey, I've been taking notes. Aha!
Good.
Because I'm not here to do it for you all. It's okay.
That's true.
We can do. I am there for Sunday, which dun.
Mental notes on the whole.
God.
I'm sorry.
Here.
It's
There's a-
fine.
But you've discovered a lot with Session. For instance, the magical gachapon potentially gives you items more designed for you as a character.
I'm sorry. This is exactly what happened with Sideline, and it still bothers me.
Wow,
I don't
Uh-huh.
know what fucking happened when he got a QR code, an ID random IP signal ping in his head to say shoot at this coordinate. Just in the old ancient language, IO language. It's what am I supposed to do? I'm not just gonna randomly shoot, but no one else knows this code. And it torments me to this day that I don't know what it is. It bothers me. Oh god.
Well, at least you'll definitely know. I mean, worst case scenario, J-Mac dies tomorrow and we never finish this. I will tell you how many I've got, and Silas will say how many you've got, and we will
just
know.
tell me now so I don't have to murder J-Mac.
Just contact my favorite Ujo board and I'll tell you all the campaign secrets. It's fine.
Also, with the Sideline thing, you could just ask Dark about that.
What? How many? What? I have. He just says no. It bothers me so much.
Dark, come on.
It's probably a case of
Campaign's been over. Okay,
Yeah, it was a while ago.
It's been
I remember
19
fucking everything.
years. Yeah, but that's because there's only one thing going on with our characters, and it's our characters are dear and important to us, but a lot of bullshit happens in between all this shit. Look at all the items we've forgotten about. Speaking of, I'm having to scroll through my notepads, but have we forgot about this Mithril breastplate? What about this chain shirt?
Did the shop bridge thingy down here have a identifying service?
It did.
How much was it?
Good question.
Please say it was free.
It's not free, I'm afraid. These people have families to feed.
Yeah. This is a college, but still got to deal with something.
It's not much though, it's 20 gold pieces for an identification. Not much, I say. It's worth
I've got 25 gold. I could just about afford to get my boots identified.
The alternative is asking someone in the group for an identify if they have it.
Yeah, maybe after the competition is finished.
I can fucking identify it for coin.
And that's why I'm doing it after the contest finishes.
Fucking agonizing. Okay, I got the quiz. I got God. It's sympathetic. It's I'm not a competitive person, but it's sympathetic competitiveness. There it is, hyper competitive.
I'm always people who says he's not competitive, but I'm very competitive.
I
You are.
really am not.
Or at a minimum, I don't want to be last, and I will make sure that I'm not last.
Meh.
Jay-
I don't.
J-Mac's the kind that just fucking kneecaps someone just so he's not last.
Not that bad, but like, I definitely like I'm not going to do something outside of a game, but if I know I have something that'll fuck someone over, I'm not afraid to use it. That's why I like playing Munchkin.
I'm gonna sit here and die internally.
I feel quite bad for Sideline now.
You fucking should!
Sure.
Oh,
Sideline, you'll be fine.
Oh god, I hate that. I hate it so much.
And really, you should probably know how many coins I have.
I haven't been counting. I've been too busy counting
Uh-huh.
mine.
There's the problem. I've been keeping track of the stuff people's done. It's also kind of annoying because it means
You
I
got
know if that people are
3
probably ahead
during
of me.
the fucking, spell thing. You got.
Yeah, bear in mind, I
just
did
got 3
the
there,
spell
you
thing
just
4
got-
times.
I know. That's why.
Yeah. Admittedly,
Was
you
it?
did them all on the easy versions though, which is the thing.
I did 2 on the hard version, I think, or was it 1 on the hard version?
He did. Yeah. I.
I thought hard.
They also, I will say,
But-
they gave variable amount of coins each time, so it's
Yes.
Yeah.
not really worth going. I did it this.
If I remember rightly, I rolled quite well on the coins for the easy version and then shit on the hard version.
Yeah.
Yeah. You sure you don't want the bloody item? I mean, you could
No,
get
because I
that.
know you're going to want to ask for the full value of the.
No, I'm not. Erin isn't that. She's an
Sideline.
opportunist. She's not a cheapskate.
Sideline.
Well,
sideline.
no.
Sideline. I will give you 2 coins for the ruby plug.
I already sold it.
I thought you were
I
keeping
know.
hold of it.
No. I won't screw over my allies. I can't do that.
Yeah, well, no. See, the thing is, if we traded the ruby plug for Silas's item, then Silas wouldn't argue if you asked for 3 coins, because that's what it would be worth. Because he's getting the item.
No,
The item is
I
worth
would
the
ask.
entirety of
I
the
would.
chain plug, which would mean
Yeah.
that he would be taking the 3 coins from you. Technically,
That's not how math works, Big B. If we were
No,
going to go for the coins, we would both get 1.5 coins. If you got the item, I would. Yeah, that would be accounted for your share,
you'd
but
be
you would need to
missing out.
compensate for the rest of it. So I would get 2 coins.
Yes, but in Silas's mind, that's not what you should be doing, because
He's bad at math.
No, he's not bad at math. He knows how to take advantage of stuff like this. If it was him, he would ask for 3 coins from them, because now there's no coin value in it for me at all. I've effectively lost out on my 1.5 coins because I'm getting the item, or in this case, you would be that.
Right, but before you go too far down this rabbit hole, I'm going to get off. Otherwise, we're going to be here all night.
That's probably a good idea. Bye, Tender.
Yeah.
Nintendo
Sleep well.
Bye.